Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, so Jeremiah, I'm back here with another strategy video. I was going to do the next in my on my road to 100,000, the next installment, but instead, just because I'm going to be using the strategy that I'm going to show you guys today, in that in that next video, I wanted to go through and explain it first. I've been working on this with a buddy of mine who's actually in the chat here, the our Discord group, Fred. Um, and we've been going through some of the possibilities in the math over a new strategy that kind of takes the same philosophy as the hop sevens that I've been playing, that you guys have seen me play, um, and applies it right here on the horn bets. So super interesting and super lucrative. So allegedly. So here's I'd like to explain to you guys how that goes, and I'm going to actually try to roll it out a little bit too, just to show you guys. Um, but it's pretty simple. Um, I've got a 5K bankroll here, but before I get there, let me just show. So I just kind of wrote out the progressions. So for the hop sevens, these are the levels. There's 11 levels here, but you spend twice on each level. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. There we go. So one on each for a total of three, right? So because there's three die combinations. Um, and then you go two on each of the three die combinations for a total bet of six. You do that twice, just like the first level. Each level is twice, right? So then there's three on each combination, which is a total of nine. And you do that twice, and so on and so forth. So at the end, you can see the last bet would be best bet at 512 um, for a total of 1536. Um, and that would be pretty much all in at that point, because that's roughly about $5,000 total of investment if you get up there. Um, running some numbers with Fred who programs, we were able to see that if you run 600 roll bundles, right, of simulation, where um, so that's like what, 15, 20 hours of play, maybe something like that, depending on how fast the casino is, roughly, give or take, right? It depends on how many people are at the table, etc. But um, if you start playing the hop sevens or the horn hop, which I would call it, if you start playing it initially and play it on every roll, then you're probably going to bust and hit failure. On average, once, maybe eight or nine times out of the 600. Out of if you were to run the 600, I'm sorry, I'm not making sense. If you run that 600 roll bundle and you do that 10 times, eight of those 10 times you're gonna hit bankruptcy, right? That's not good, right? Now, granted, depending on how much you're making and how deep it goes on the other levels, you might make it up, and I think you'll still be profitable, but still, it's far too often. We discovered that if you wait just three rolls, you're only going to hit bankruptcy once. So if you wait three rolls and then start the progression, so three single come out sevens, for example, and then you start your progression, you're only going to hit that bankruptcy once in 10 600 roll bundles. So that's, in 6,000 rolls, you're going to hit this once, but you're going to hit and cash out at these more profitable levels right before bankrupting um, eight or nine times. So extremely profitable. And twice at any of these higher levels would cover any loss at the highest level. So, anyways, so that's the hop sevens progression we're going to be running today. I'll show you guys that. And then the horn hop is very similar. Again, 11 levels, spending two times at each level. The math is very similar, but the progression's a little different. So you're going to start with one, whoop, on each of the four combinations. Then you're going to go to two, and then three. And each of these, just like the hop sevens, you spend twice at each level. Okay, so Once after 1, 2, 3 goes to 5, and then 10, 20, 35, 60, 120, 200, and then 350. And at that point, if you get to that last one, you've probably only got a few $100s left. I would just put it all out there and give it a go. All right, so the cool thing is I'll share a spreadsheet. I'm going to try to remember to actually put it in the link to the description this time. But on there you can see there's a spreadsheet, and what I'm going to be doing is, so let's say we've got our bets out here on the horn, right? On the come out roll. Well, let's take a step back and look at the math for a second. Okay, the reason why these have the same odds, even though the payout here is sometimes much better, is because there's 6 combinations to make a 7, right? So we know essentially 1 out of every 6 rolls is going to win, or is going to be a 7 on average, right? Well, there's only one possible combination to roll a 2 and a 12. So there's 2. And there's 2 possible combinations for the 11 and the 3. So there's 4 more. So that's your 6 right there. So hitting one of these numbers is the exact same probability of hitting a 7, right? So that being said, let's do this. So okay, no, but sorry, getting ahead of myself, excited. These pay out 15 to 1. I'm sorry, these pay out 15 to 1 because there's 2 combinations. These pay out 30 to 1. So the way that I've set up the spreadsheet, you can see, is that let's say I've got my 4 bets out here, right? If, as you saw from that illustration earlier, there's 4 combinations to either hit the 2 or the 11. 4 combinations combined, right? So, and there's only 2 to hit one of these guys up here, right? So you're twice as likely to get paid out 15 to 1 than you are to get paid out 30 to 1. In the event one of these plays out, lock up the winnings, leave at the level you are in the progression, even if you're up at the $200 level and you got 200 on each, leave that $800 up there for one more roll. If you do hit it again, you're not making back any losses. You're already way up, way in profit. But you leave that chance open to hit again. And now you're not making up losses for what you got up to the progression to that point, but now it's just straight profit. So a worthy little gamble there, and you'll see how the math works there in a minute. But then the way that I've been doing it though is if you do hit a 2 or a 12 and you get paid 30 to 1, you can afford to double down. So if that does happen, then you would double up your bets and go for one more roll. You know how they say, see a horn, bet a horn, right? So in those cases when multiple horn bets come out, on the come out, you are sitting pretty. So, so when you guys look at that link in the description, you'll see how insane the math gets further down the progression, right? All right, so we're gonna wait for 3. I got my brand new collector's Color Up Club blue dice. So I'm excited about that. They came in the mail today. Wow. Let's get me a 7. There we go. Okay. All right. So right now, so think about this, right? Let's just take a step back and look at why this is potentially such an amazing addition to the DGE arsenal. Because right now, if you're not hopping the 7s and you're playing the inside numbers like Charlie's shown us, right? Coming out only after the 7, then what you're looking at is there's 12 combinations to hit one of these numbers, right? Is that right? 5 and 4. 18? Is it 18? I think it's 18. There's 6 combinations to hit a 7, 5 combinations to hit 6 and 8, so that's 10. And then 4 combinations, that's 8, so 18. Okay, so 18. So there's 18 combinations to hit it on the inside, right? If you're hopping the sevens, now the only time you're not making money is a 4 or a 10 or any of the craps or 11, right? Well, now, if you throw this in there, so you wait for 3 come out rolls, start hopping the sevens, and start the horn hopping, now literally these 6 numbers here, these 6 combinations are the only times you lose or you don't make anything, right? So it's really powerful. And at that point, shoot, why not just cover all the numbers and we're making money every roll? But and there'll be another strategy video too talking about a couple variations on the inside numbers bets that I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on. But we'll save that for another video just to focus on our hippity hop here. So I'm gonna have my little cheat sheets here, and we're gonna go. But again, we're not gonna start. I'm not gonna start betting the either the hop progressions until we've hit 3 come out rolls. 8, 8, 10, 7. All right. First come out roll, 11. So we've got our first, let's do this. We'll have this one up here for the hop sevens. So that's 1 non-double 7. We still don't have our, because we just hit a horn number. So 6, 5, 8, 9, 10, 8, 6, 5, 12, 9, 6. Come on out. Oh, there's another 12. 7 out. There we go. Okay. So come out roll. 9. So that's the second single 7 come out. That's the first non-horn come out. Let's get this working too. 7 out. All right. We might be starting our progression soon here. That's 11, so that resets this. But that next 7, we're going to be betting. We're going to start our hop. Our hopping sevens. So 5 is the point. 5 is made. 12. 4 is the point. 9. 3. Lots of horn numbers being rolled here. 4. Point is made. That's the second point. 11. 5. 9. Okay, so that's the second time that I've rolled like a craps number on a come out roll when the point was off. But just remember, in classic DGE style, we're not moving. A come out roll for us is just the roll immediately after a 7. So those don't technically count. Point is made again, third unique point. Pretty awesome. 8. But we're not obviously doing any of those other gambits right now. Just want to focus on this one. 5. 7 out. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to be hopping our sevens. So it's going to start $3 hop sevens. So that pays 15 for one on the one that wins, whatever it is, right? So let's see what happens here. 5. All right, so that's the first non-craps one. This bet loses. So we are on the second 7 progression here. I'm just waiting for that 7. 7, perfect. Okay. So $3 hop sevens. If this is a single 7, if this is a non-craps again, then we'll have our second one. But here we go. 10, perfect. That's our second. That's lost. That was our second time up at the up at the first level. So now we go to the $6 level on the hop sevens. Well, 2, 2, and 2, right? 7, perfect. Hop in the sevens, so that's 2, 2, 2. One more non-horn here, and we're golden. 7. All right, so that's technically a non-horn. So now we're going to start our hop sevens. I mean our horn progression, and we just won this bet. So 2 is paying 30. So all right, so there we go. That's already a little profit there for us. And now 7 was just rolled. We just hit our quota here. So we're going to go ahead and do the first level of our horn bet progression. This has been reset, so we're now again waiting for 3 single sevens. 3, look at that, instant payout. That's 15 to 1. And let's go ahead and leave it up there. $6. So just right there, we essentially made 15 bucks plus 35. Right? That was not very long at all. That's pretty nice. So that's reset as well. And here we go. Back to square one. Waiting for that 3. 11. 7 out. So that's the first one. 10. Perfect. 8. 12. 3. 10. 3. 6. 7. Second 7. 6. Perfect. Got a good feeling about this. There we go. 5. 7. Beautiful. That could be a trigger for both. That'll be fun. Yes. All right. All right. So now next 7, we're going to start both progressions. This is great. So I think this is the last time we're going to run through it. So I'm going to pull our counters back so because we're activated on both. And we'll see where this takes us. 8. 8. 11. 5. 3. 10. 7. Beautiful. All right. So let's start hopping. And I need a couple more of these. Let's do, so take 10. Okay. There we go. 4. 7. Beautiful. All right, so we're again at the first level here, and again at the first level here. Seven. So that pays 15 to 1. I think it's 15-4-1. So that progression is reset. These are lost, so we're going to go up to 2-2-2 next time. So that'd be $8 total. Let me go ahead and swap out 5 for 5. Okay. And I'm actually going to go ahead because that was another 7. So I'm gonna put 8 right here instead of just spreading it all out because it's 2, 2, 2, and 2. So it's 8 right there for the next level. Here we go. 8. All right, so we lose that. Point is 8. 4, 6, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 8. Point. 8, 6, 7 out. Perfect. All right. So now we're at the $8 level for the second and last time. Looking for, nope, perfect. Let's go deep with this one. There we go. 2, there's the horn. 8, 5, 7 out. All right. So after the $8 level is the $12 level. That's $5 change. So $12 level, which is 3, 3, 3, and 3. And here we go. 8, nope. 12, 8, 3, 5, 8, 9, 5, 10, 10, 7 out. Beautiful. So we're just at the $12 level for the first time. Now here we're at the $12 level for the second time. 5. So next we're going to be up at the, it's going to jump to 5, so we're going to be at the $20 level. 10, 4, 9, 2, 3, 7. $20 level. Here we go. 9, nope. 7, back up on the $20 level. 8. 7. So after the $20 level the second time, we go up to the $40 level, which is 10, 10, 10, 10. 11. Boom. That pays 15 to 1. 10 pays 150. These lose. So you'll see on the spreadsheet, the losses are already, I show how the losses pan out and how these cover the losses, etc. So we recycled just a couple times. I think we did the top 7s once, maybe twice. I think we went through this and reset. I think twice. We did them each twice. So let's just do a quick check on how much we actually made. Probably wasn't a hell of a lot, but if you got all the other gambits going, let's see here. So that's 3,000. 4,000. 400. That's a full stack, so it should be 500. Yep. And then that's 25 and 75 is 100. So here's 3,000, 4,000, 400, 900, 1,000, so that's 5,000 right there. So here's 50, 67. So we made $67 just, and these turned out cashed out pretty quick, right? So $67 just doing this in about what, maybe 30 rolls, 50 rolls. Um, Not bad at all. Now, if you add to that the inside spread that we have, and if you add to that, you know, maybe the pass line mayhem, although that one gets me a little uncomfortable sometimes. Um, but I mean, it's pretty good, guys. And yeah, once you guys see the spreadsheets and the payouts and the potential payouts, there is a mistake I realized while talking through it with you guys here. Um, on the spreadsheet, I say that if a two, if the 11 or the 3 hit, you let it ride, put it all back up there, which we did. But I forgot that that spreadsheet doesn't account for the fact that you have to repopulate these 3 bets. So that's probably going to eat into your profits pretty hard. So I would say probably to modify that, I would say come back up with the same bet a second time on everything, only if you hit the 2 or the 12. Otherwise, lock up your winnings and go home happy. All right, guys, that's I think all I got for you guys right now. I've got a couple variations that I want to explore and talk through and get you guys' opinions on the inside spread. Um, Based on some of the other content that YouTubers are putting out right now that I think is really interesting, that I think can be incorporated to fine tune and tweak our already wonderful system a little bit and make it a little more efficient. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. Just a short one today. Cheers.